All right, we have a unused rail crossing at Grain Street in Milford, New Jersey. So, so we have, so we have a unused crossing, and 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 there's and and of that cone, there used to be a signals there, but now they added the cross books. And here's the emergency information. These are the tracks by then. These are the tracks. That's looking west. And that's looking east. Okay. And my dad is here to introduce.
Hi. How are you?
And this is the second signals of the cross books. Here's here's the second one. And here's the emergency information. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, so we have another railroad crossing at Delaware. So this wasn't been used for a while, except of that train ride they just did. That was amazing. Okay, so first, here's the first crossing. It says a yield, but I don't know why. But here's the cross books. Here's the emergency information. Here's the yield sign and the cross books. Yeah. So all nowadays all the trains use this. And we have another railroad crossing that's abandoned. I meant new railroad crossing. And here's the same cross books, yield, and emergency information. Okay, let's go to the next crossing. Okay, so we have I think it's not abandoned, but we have a railroad crossing at Endingers Road, Bell, Delaware, New Jersey. So we have a railroad crossing, like they redid the Cree Road, and you see the tracks are clear since the train is using. So we have a railroad crossing that there was a signal, I think, because this weird thing. If you know what it is, comment down below. There's two informations. There's one in the front and one in the back. This is probably new. Okay, so we have first cross books. Sorry. Like this. Like, I like this cross books because the one that they did with this, that's awesome. And the second one, that seems kind of sus. I think if you guys know what it is, comment down below. And I think they're adding a new cross books. But if you think I'm correct, like and subscribe. Okay, next one. Okay, we have a used rail crossing at Bear Crossing in Delaware, Bell, Delaware, New Jersey. So we have another crossing here that's being used. Here's the cross books. Here's the cross books. They redid the emergency information. And they totally still using it. But to that, I'm gonna make this fast. So this is the same cross books. This is the same cross books with the new emergency information. This is the emergency information. Okay. This is the crossing. All right, we have another used rail crossing. There's this sign here, and there's another one there too. So this crossing was really used before, but half days they don't really use them. So this track is going west, and this crossing is going east. That's my dad. Going east.
How's the information, dude?
Yeah. And we have another railroad crossing, and they have the same thing. That is getting old, you know?
Carpenterville Road.
Yeah. You heard him all right. That's right. And this is the crossing. This is the railroad crossing that this is the only crossing that's about to bend over. Okay. This is the railroad crossing. All right, we have a last crossing at 1 Harmony Terrace in Frenchtown, New Jersey.
I actually meant Phillipsburg, New Jersey. I did not mean to say Frenchtown, New Jersey.
So this crossing was really used and it's getting dark. So this crossing was being used for a while, except from over there, because further away it could be abandoned. It could be one of the abandoned crossing, but whatever. So we have a first railroad crossing. Here's our first cross books, and the second yield book and emergency information. And for the next crossing, we have the same one. So this was been using for a while. This is like it's going west. This is like it's going east. And that's all. Thanks for watching. Bye.